I didn't quit weed because I hated it. I quit because of the person I became with it. If you clicked on this video, you're probably one of two people. One, you're probably a troll in my comments, spamming in the comments saying weed's good for you. You do it all the time. You're probably fried right now. You're a troll. Two, you actually realize weed is a problem and you want to change. And that is who this video is for. Not the trolls who continue to be high and eat Cheetos in their basement. That's not who this video is for. It's for the people who actually want to make change in their life and realize that weed is holding them back. I'm making this video as if I was talking to my 16-year-old self when I first started to smoke weed. All the way up until I was 19 years old, I was smoking for damn near 3 years, damn near every single day. This video is what I wish I had so I could have changed, maybe looked at my life a little bit differently and changed my mindset so I could quit relying on smoking weed all day, every day. So like I said, I was 15, 16 years old, smoking weed damn near every single day. You know, I had this one friend, she had a house, her parents were degens and they let us smoke. So I would go over there all the time. It was socially accepted. Everyone would go over to her house. Everybody would be in the basement smoking weed, passing the Dutches, passing the woods, passing the blunts, the bongs, everything you can think of. And it was the hot spot, you know? And I felt like I fit in. It was fun to do. You know, I was in high school during COVID times, so there was literally nothing to do. Now that I look back on it, I should have been grinding, you know, but I couldn't think straight because I was smoking all the time, right? It was holding me back. I would literally wake up, smoke. Before I was gonna eat breakfast, smoke again. Before I was gonna eat lunch, smoke. Oh, my friends just texted me. I'm gonna go smoke with my friends. Oh, it's about dinner time. I'm gonna smoke again. Oh, I'm downstairs in my basement. I have the pen. We used to call it Benjamin or Benjamin. I used to have the pen all the time on me, all the time. Even like I can't. When I think back about that time, it's crazy because I was like so foggy and disillusioned of what reality was. I would literally be in one of my classes, ask the teacher to go to the bathroom, have my pen on me, go rip the pen in the bathroom, come back, bride the rest of the day. And I thought I was like slick, nobody's gonna know. I actually did not give a fuck, bro. I don't know shit what's going on. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm fried. Everybody in my class kind of knows I smoke all the time. So I had this like personality, this persona that I was always fried. And it was true because I damn near was always fried. And I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I didn't know how it was affecting me. Even though I was 15, 16, 17 years old in high school, I didn't realize how it was affecting my life. Looking back on it, I completely did not take my life serious whatsoever. You know, I was a football player. I was on top of the world. I had a lot of friends. I thought I had a lot of friends. I smoked all the time with them. I went to all the parties. I was hanging out with all the girls. I was doing all this stuff, but I was lost. Brain was foggy and I didn't know shit about reality. So basically any free time I had, I was sparking up. Any free time I had, I was thinking about how I could get fried. And here are some of the things that I would tell myself, these excuses that I would tell myself that weed was good for me, right? Here's 3 things. 1, it helps me with my anxiety. It helps me free my mind from the daily stress. Number 2, I was socially accepted by everybody because everybody around me smoked. That's the people I hung out with. Potheads. I was a pothead and I was hanging out with potheads. So it made sense. You know, I was socially accepted. I felt like I had a lot of friends. Everybody smoked. I felt like I fit right in. Number 3 was sleep. I remember vividly, I would always tell myself, I need weed to go to bed at night. I can't go to sleep if I don't spark up. I can't go to sleep if I don't smoke, if I don't hit the pen, which is complete bullshit. You don't need weed to go to sleep. You actually sleep worse on weed because every time you wake up, you feel like, you know, like you're all like, I don't feel like doing shit today. Like that's how I felt when I woke up. It actually made my sleep worse. And the 4th thing, I would tell myself I'm not addicted. I told myself I wasn't addicted to weed, that I could quit at any time. I would tell myself that all the time. I can quit anytime. This is nothing. It's not chemically addictive. You know, weed, I can quit that anytime while I was fried. So those things I would tell myself and excuses that I would tell myself to justify me smoking all the time. Now, if those points pretty much sound like you have so much potential, but it's masked by weed. It's covered by weed. It's hiding behind the weed. You're only operating at 10%. You have 90% left to grow. And it's not just about you. Think about the people that you want to take care of one day. Think about your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. How about them? How about all the people that are relying on you to be the one to be successful in the family? How about them? How about your ancestors who died for you to be sitting in your basement, smoking weed, playing video games, watching YouTube, jerking off, hitting the pen, hitting the vapes? How about the ancestors that died for you to be here? How about them? You have to have a bigger reason to quit weed. It can't just be for yourself. Your goals, your drive, your ambition, that all has to be directed towards something besides yourself. You have to be selfless. And throughout the process, you as a person will grow. Now you gotta be honest with yourself. That's one way that you're gonna grow away from this habit. Now in your mind, some of you say, just like I told myself, you cannot get chemically addicted to weed. While that may be true, mentally, you put your brain in a jail cell. You cannot think straight. You have no clarity. You have no drive, ambition. You're lazy. And your body starts to rely on that dopamine spike. Food tastes better. Music sounds better. You feel like you have no problems in the world to worry about because you're chill. You're relaxed. But that right there is dangerous. That right there is why you are stuck in this habit. You're comfortable. You don't have to think about your problems. You don't have to do anything about your problems. You don't have to take any action right now about your problems. So you're chill. You got nothing to worry about. But do not deny it. This is your time to change. Accept it. You are addicted to weed. You smoke it all the time. Just accept it and stop buying into what everybody else does. Now, when I quit, I started to develop better habits. The first thing that I did, I started to take the gym super serious. I would train 6-7 days a week. I would hit cardio. I would eat clean foods. I was consistent. I went from 193 pounds to 243 pounds in a year. I bulked up. Instead of smoking before the gym or after the gym and be lazy and eat munchies all the time, I would eat clean. And I trained super hard with good intentions. I was gonna get the best lift that I could, get big, eat clean, be healthy, because at the end of the day, health is your wealth. Another habit that I developed was books and self-development. I started to look in the mirror and realize I had deficiencies in a lot of areas of my life. So I started to actually pick up books. I could actually focus now. I wasn't fried all the time. I actually could read a book without looking left and right and thinking about a million different things while I'm reading. Instead of getting high and watching YouTube all day, I would educate myself. I would self-educate. I would self-develop me as a person, as a man. All areas of my life were effed up, bro. Like I was all over the place. I could be so much farther ahead if I were to take my life a little bit more serious when I was that age and stop smoking weed all the time. And I keep hammering this point home. This is the whole point of the video. Is weed is the thing that's holding you back from actually growing. Another habit that I developed is I actually put together a structured plan of my day. Currently, I wake up at around 4:30 every single morning, and I go to bed at 9 p.m. no exceptions. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't matter what day it is. I'm gonna be in bed by 9 p.m. I might miss out on some fun. I might miss out on the bars. I might miss out on the nightclubs on the weekends. But that's okay with me. You gotta learn to say no. That's gonna be one of the first steps you have to take to quit weed. You have to say no. Your buddy's texting you, hey, you wanna smoke? Let's spark up. I can't, man. I'm done. No, I'm all right. It takes a lot of willpower, but if you can do it, if you put together a structured plan, everything that I've told you up to this point in this video is all achievable for you. You just have to take the first step. But I realize only a small number of you are actually gonna change. And that's who this video is for. It's for that small number of people who actually will change. I wish I had this video when I was your age, when I was in your position. My hope is to give you some clarity and to help you clean your body, all your vices, so you can become the man that you want to become. And there's gonna come a point when you're just fed up with yourself. You're just completely fed up. I had that moment 2 years ago when I looked in the mirror. I was out of shape. My hair was all effed up. I was depressed. I was lonely. I had nothing to strive for. I had no passions. That was me 2 years ago. I had to look myself in the mirror and realize the path that I was going down probably isn't the right path. It probably won't get me to my goals. Do I even know what my goals are? And I don't even know what's going on right now. That's how I felt. And I looked myself in the mirror, eye to eye. If you ever done this, eye to eye, and told myself I need to change. And from that point, I started to work on myself and I started to develop the good habits. I started to stop smoking weed. And trust me, it wasn't easy. It wasn't quick. It was not pain-free. But I got over that hump And now it's been 2 years, haven't touched weed. I don't like the smell of it. I don't even like to look at it because I know what it can do to you. But now it's time for you to have a real hard conversation with yourself, a true, honest conversation with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you happy with the person that you have created? You've created. Are you happy with yourself? Now, I can't answer that for you, but for the people who say no, I hope this video gives you hope, and I hope you can change your mindset and start to shift and change your life path in the better direction. I love you boys. I appreciate you watching my video. If you need anything, hit me up. You know where to find me. I'll leave my Instagram in the bio. I love you guys, and I hope you can change after this video. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be painful, but I believe in you. Now you just gotta believe in yourself. Best of luck to you, bro. Peace.